Chapter 30. This brings me into the year 2020. Still dealing with all the struggle that I've been dealing with, I made a promise to my friend Sherry not to do any more videos for the trolls, knowing that's exactly what they want. It's an unhealthy, sick obsession in which what I've been saying for years to only get worse. She told me in which I already knew. She said, "Be happy and content and still do my shows, but no more shows talking about them, for that's what they want." Even though I did a few at the beginning of the year, I stopped altogether, only doing my show with little no mention of these trolls. She also told me, "Don't be scared to discard more people that will bring me down." After midstream this year, Kevin seemed to not want to do any more videos with me. We got into argument, and he did the passive aggressive routine and started doing videos with Vince and Keith, also his girlfriend Mary Elizabeth. Even though I find Keith to be somewhat funny and was as Boris the Butler on my show, none of those shows could compare with my shows. For lack of a better word, they are inferior to what I do. For some reason, Vince became very distant and stopped talking with me for whatever reason. Kristen and I finally severed ties because she kept talking about QAnon and crazy conspiracy theories. When I told her to refrain from talking politics, she became very nasty toward me and unfriended me on Facebook. To that I say, fine. She became toxic to me, so I had severe ties, and I guess her and Vince talk, which for some reason made Vince not to talk with me. So for that I say, good riddance. I figured, if that's how he wants to be, fine. Kevin acted peculiar as well, but our history goes back deeper. Though he has appeared on a few shows with me after our argument, it doesn't seem to be the same relationship. My friend Sherry, who I've kept under wraps from everyone, told me, "George, it's time to think about yourself for a change. If anyone else wants to be indifferent, they can, but they can be cut out just as easy as 1234. She is definitely right. I have no second guesses to my decisions. Recently, with subtractions, there are additions, and Roger Kohler, who was a hooker for a local restaurant, became my new co host in 2020. The show must go on, is what I say. So Roger has taken over on the show with the back door for Kevin to appear when he wants. For a man that I've known for quarter of a century and made his contributions, I can't be that angry at him, just dealing with some recent disagreements which have put a semi-strain in our friendship. Nevertheless, Kevin is still part of the Gorgeous George show and hasn't forgotten I put him on the map. That be me, Gorgeous Georgia Reed. The troll's still up to no good with him this past year. Saunders' latest sheetastic bullshit in March when I had an accident and got slammed into recorded a bunch of new audio videos after he plaid them and recorded them for the trolls. That son of bitch will eventually get his ass kicked by yours truly. I want nothing to do with that piece of shit taking pictures of me walking to the hospital, recording more conversations. That POS is going to end up in prison before it's all said and done. So are these other bitches. Their act is grown old. They need to all go to hell, along with that foreigner with new names on this person surfacing now, and he's being very quiet. In the year 2020, Earth as we know it developed a germ in the air called the coronavirus, taking a lot of people's lives. We got a new president, Joe Biden. Joe Biden defeated Donald Trump, which was a good thing. Though we still are dealing with this virus and made what we usually do as a society not the same. Whether this virus will completely change what we do is still unknown. Though everyone stays protected with a mask, even though again a lot of lives have been lost. Now I'm in my 50s and have developed arthritis in my body, but I plan to conquer that slash I also plan to continue entertaining the masses and letting the true story be told. I have emotional scars. I cry a lot because I miss the woman I love, though I'm now willing to put myself back on the market to find what's out there and perhaps find a woman of my dreams. So I keep searching and getting by and doing things by my standards. Like Frank Sinatra said, he did it his way and I will continue doing things my way. I feel like through all the emotional scars and some of the disappointments in my life, I always land on my feet. I will always fight for what's right. I'll be forever trying to be back in the high life again with hard work. I have no regrets and totally love myself and will continue my mission of being the best person I can be. I hope you all have enjoyed my book, and I hopefully have set some misinformation about me to be overly exaggerated by internet stalkers. I plan to continue my journey and be George for all, and now hopefully you all have learned the truth and know what's accurate and what's false. And what mad props to the ones who love and respect me. I will not waver or change. I will not be a fair weathered person. Since all this drama, the trolls put the fear in God in Roger. Roger bought into their garbage and compromised my book with them. That showed his brief standings with me from good guy to a piece of shit. By him giving my manuscript to these bitches, it caused delay in the progression of my book. Needless to say, the book still gets published, and the troll and Roger Colway can go straight to hell. I will always keep it real and be real. Just in case you forgot, there's one Mona Lisa, one Leaning Tower of Pizza, and only one George. That's me. Woo! That's Levinos. I'm what's causing all of this. Hence the book title. I am simply what's causing all of this. Thanks for reading. Thanks for the purchase and thinking enough of me to read my book. Thanks. Sincerely, Gorgeous George. Special thanks to Casey Reason, Kevin E., T. Hancock, and Kevin Kravitz, and the cast of 1,000. Also to my girl in hell, Jeannie Whalen. T. Hancock had appeared on my show in the 2018 season and 2019 season. Hank is a friend and was great add-on for my show with his singing talents. And what mad props to Phyllis who wants to bear my children and is a great fan of the show. Let's get it on, Phyllis, and my friend Paul who is a fan. God bless. Sincerely, Gorgeous George, and here is to the next 50 years ahead. Fuck my life.